Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Director of Social Media and Marketing, Kristen Graves, and Senior Digital Editor of Black Enterprise, Sydney Mielle.
Yo, they want to know who's that girl. Come on.
Good afternoon and welcome. Before we go any further, have y'all taken a good look at these Philip Grandison suits that we're wearing? Let us give you a better look.
Let me see you yeah, I know that you can talk. You talking but let me see if you can walk. Let me see you walk. Yeah, I know that you can talk.
Thank you. So now imagine having your own custom suit, perfectly tailored just for you. Well, one of you won't have to imagine for much longer. Before we announce the winner of a custom women's suit valued at $2,000, make sure you are posting your favorite moments on social media, follow Philip Grandison, and tag Black Enterprise. We'll announce the winner right after lunch.
It's always a pleasure to share this moment with you. This afternoon's Luminary Awards Luncheon is the pinnacle of our main stage events, and what a better way to conclude this powerful gathering than by celebrating women who truly embody the spirit of this award, trailblazers, visionaries, and inspirations to us all. Our luminaries, powerful rising stars in their field, are igniting change with innovation, bold disruption, and visionary thinking. They are redefining industries, challenging the status quo, and reshaping our world.
Alongside our honorees are remarkable women of power in their own right, including sponsor representatives from this afternoon's host, United Health Group, and participants from Morgan Stanley, Manulife, and travelers here to present these prestigious awards. We are grateful to each of them for their commitment to empowering and investing in these extraordinary young leaders. A special thank you to United Health Group, our host sponsor for this afternoon's Luncheon Awards, for their unwavering support in making this celebration possible. And now, to begin our first presentation, please welcome our host, the Senior Vice President and Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer for United Health Group, Joy Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Kristen, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. It is my privilege to present this afternoon's first award to the awe-inspiring entrepreneur, Monique Rodriguez. Monique, founder of Mielle, leads the fastest-growing Black-founded and woman-led beauty brand, renowned worldwide for its high-quality, natural products designed for our textured and curly hair. With a presence in over 90 countries and availability in more than 100,000 US stores, Mielle has built a loyal community. Are we loyal, ladies? Yeah. All right, boasting a social media following of over 1 million followers. Beyond business, Monique's passion for empowerment shines through her nonprofit, Mielle Cares, which provides education, resources, financial support to uplift Black and brown communities. Rooted in faith, I love that, and purpose, she is a visionary leader dedicated to inspiring and creating a lasting impact. Monique's exceptional talent and visionary leadership are truly inspiring, setting a standard of excellence for us all. It is my great honor to present the Black Enterprise 2025 Women of Power Luminary Award to none other than Monique Rodriguez. Please join me in celebrating her.
afternoon, everyone. It's the God in me. That's all I can say. God gets all the glory in everything that I do. It's such an honor to be here this afternoon. I'm truly grateful. And first and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Black Enterprise for this incredible honor. To be recognized alongside such phenomenal leaders, Minda, Tunde, who I am such a fan of on Peloton, okay? I just had to throw that out there. Jemele, and all of the extraordinary luminaries in this room is truly humbling. Today, we celebrate not just individual successes, but the collective power of Black excellence, resilience, and innovation. When I started Mielle, and it's pronounced Mielle, people pronounce it wrong all the time, but it's okay. It's pronounced Mielle. When I started Mielle Organics in 2014 in my kitchen, it was more than just about hair care. It was truly about purpose. It was about creating products that not only empower women to embrace their natural beauty, but also to uplift, inspire them to chase their dreams fearlessly. Because as women, especially Black women, we don't just build businesses, we build communities and we create legacies. We pave the way so the next generation can go even further. This journey hasn't always been easy, but with God on my side, I also credit my husband, Melvin, who's here with me this afternoon, and we can clap it up for Melvin, yes. And also my beautiful daughters, Mia and Mackenzie. I just want to thank you all for being the loves and the lights of my life, my loudest supporters, and my biggest motivation. One thing I've learned is that when God is at the center and you walk in your purpose, no obstacle can stand in your way. His plan is always greater than any challenge. And when you stay true to your mission and serve your community with intention, He will open doors that no man, no woman can shut. I am living proof of that. And I want to pave the way for the next generation through my story and my new book, The Glory in Your Story, that's coming out April 15th, which is also available for pre-order right now at thegloryinyourstory.com. So, order your books, because I am literally giving the blueprints. I'm sharing vulnerable key moments of how I scaled and built Mielle from absolutely scratch. And I want to share this story for the next generation so there can be more Monique and Melvin Rodriguez's for our future generation. And so this afternoon, as we celebrate 3 years of the Luminary Awards, I'm reminded that being a trailblazer isn't just about where we stand today. It's about who we're lighting the path for ahead. Each of us has a responsibility to reach back, to uplift, and to continue pouring into the next wave of visionaries and change makers. So my call to action for you tonight, or this evening, rather, is to keep doing what you're doing, keep showing up, keep inspiring, because someone is watching you. And your journey just might be the spark that they need to step into their greatness. And so before I close, I want you guys to also meet me after the award ceremony in Tower 2 in the ballroom at the Mielle booth so I can greet you, take pictures with you, and we can kiki and do all the good things girls do. So thank you again for this honor, Black Enterprise, and congratulations to my fellow luminaries. Let's keep making history together.
Congratulations again, Monique, and thank you once again to Joy and the United Healthcare Group. Now, please join me in welcoming our next presenter, the Managing Director and Global Head of Talent for Morgan Stanley, Susan K. Reed.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to just start by giving a huge shout out to my Morgan Stanley colleagues who are here. I love you all. Love you all. So thank you, Sydney. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my privilege to present our next honoree, Minda Harts, a celebrated author, influential speaker, and unapologetic trailblazer. Beyond these titles, Minda is a truth teller, a catalyst for change, and a force to be reckoned with. Through her groundbreaking work, she has become the go-to voice for women of color navigating the often changing realities of the workplace. With every book, every speech, and every conversation, she doesn't just share insights, she ignites a movement. Her best-selling books include The Memo, Right Within, and You Are More Than Magic, have transformed the way we talk about equity, leadership, and the power of self-advocacy. But Minda's impact far exceeds beyond the pages. She challenges systems, reshapes narratives, and empowers countless individuals to claim their seat at the table with confidence and with conviction. And there's so much more. Minda, we celebrate you. We celebrate your achievements. We celebrate the profound ripple effect of your work, the doors you've opened, the voices you've amplified, and the lasting changes you continue to inspire. It's my great pleasure to have you join me on stage as we present you with the 2025 Black Enterprise Women of Power Luminary Award.
You know, I just want to thank Black Enterprise for accessibility here. You know, I identify as about 6'5", but I stand a little shorter, so thank you. Thank you to Black Enterprise for seeing me. To be seen as a Black woman means everything in this world, and yes, thank you. I want to thank God for Him seeing me first and putting something in my heart that when I felt like, well, first off, let me take you back to the future in my DeLorean. It was 2017, and I was going through it in corporate America. I was the only one, and many of you know what it's like to be the only one in the workplace. I was having panic attacks, depression, and I was suffering in silence. And I ended up going to my boss, who was causing a lot of the drama, and asked him if I could have professional development stipend to go to this conference that I heard about called Black Enterprise Women of Power. And it was 2017, and I used my voice to ask him for the stipend to go, and I went by myself. And I remember it was in Phoenix, Arizona, and I sat in the back, and I just felt so seen because I hadn't seen so many Black women in similar situations as me. And it was a space where I could meet other people and talk about the things that I wasn't talking about out loud. And I just remember in 2017 feeling so seen because I spent 13 years of my career feeling unseen. And I want to thank Black Enterprise for creating a space that allows each of us to feel seen, heard, and valued, because at a time right now, that matters more than ever. I was so empowered by sitting in the back, and I'm an introvert by nature, a functioning introvert. And so I was so inspired when I left that I decided that I wanted to continue to use my voice, not just for myself, but for the next generation and current generations in the workplace. In 2015, I started this blog called The Memo, and at the time it was only me and my family were the subscribers, and I was talking about what it was like to be the only in the workplace. And eventually, a pain that I thought was just my own, I started to find that other people were experiencing similarities inside the workplace, and it created this opportunity for us to talk about these things, but then give solutions on how we remove barriers for ourselves, for the barriers that we didn't create. And I thought about all of the black women that came before me, those who fought for things that they didn't even get to experience themselves. There were black women who fought for equal pay. There were black women who fought for the right to vote. And you are a direct beneficiary of their courage. And I thought to myself, who's going to be a beneficiary of my courage? Or am I just going to perpetuate these same systems that aren't working for everybody? And so I used my voice, and I leaned into my courage, and what started out as a small blog turned into a best-selling book called The Memo in 2019. And it was the first book by a major publisher about the experiences of women of color. And it was one of the first times that I was able to allow someone else to be seen in the career narrative. And so I want you all to know that right now you may feel like you're unseen in your workplaces, you may feel unseen in your homes, but know that each and every one of us, we see you. We see who you are, we see what you're capable of, and we know that your best days are ahead of you. And so those moments in your workplace where you feel like trust is broken, where you feel like DEI is no longer part of the conversation, I want you to remember everyone in this room. And remember that you are seen, and you are valued, and you belong in every room that you enter, but not every room deserves to have you. And I want you to lean into that and take that with you everywhere. And so, in closing, again, I just want to thank Black Enterprise for seeing me, for Elisa for seeing me, for even way back when, Caroline Clark, I know she's not here, but I just want to say thank you. When I was just young in my entrepreneur journey, I would reach out to her, and also Susan, I don't know if she remembers that it's kind of full circle to have her even up here, because she was one of the first Black women that I reached out to when I was starting to write about the memo and those sorts of things. And so I just want you to know that even if you don't feel seen, people are seeing you. They're seeing you, and you just keep being you and keep doing the things to get you here. And I want to say thank you to the luminaries, the other ones. Tunde, you get me through the week. You are such a bright light. Thank you for your guidance and your healing that you use through the power of your voice. I have less of a fupa because of you, and I want to say thank you. Mielle, thank you. My edges aren't the best today, but typically it's because of you, so thank you. And Jemele, thank you for giving us the courage to use our voice when it's not popular. So thank you so much.
Take off the slow.
Wow, she's really short. Okay, congratulations, Minda, and thank you, Susan and Morgan Stanley, for your participation. Please join me in welcoming our next presenter, the Vice President and Head of Continuous Delivery for Manulife, Camille Stewart.
Thank you so much, Kristen, and good evening, or I should say good afternoon, everyone. It's kind of dark in here, so I don't know what time it is. It is truly my honor to present the next award to an extraordinarily amazing person who truly deserves this award. Of Nigerian descent, Tunde Oyeneyin grew up struggling with body image and self-esteem issues. But through fitness, she discovered a deeper form of self-love, one that would ultimately become her life's calling. Driven by a passion to help others unlock the fullest potential, she became a Peloton instructor in 2019, where she now leads highly sought-after cycling and strength classes for the Peloton community of over 7 million members. And I think you've heard, there are lots of us that here that are members, including myself. A New York Times best-selling author, Tunde is also one of the most sought-after motivational keynote speakers, inspiring leadership, empowerment, and change within some of the world's most influential corporations. And after this morning's motivational session, we can all personally attest to the power of her words and the lasting impact of her message. Recognized as one of the top forces in fitness, she continues to redefine wellness, confidence, and resilience. helping people around the world become the best version of themselves. And as she reminds us, find your voice, trust your gut, and get from where you are to where you want to be. A simple yet powerful truth, one that embodies the essence of her work and the movement she continues to lead. Please join me in celebrating Black Enterprise Women of Power 2025 Luminary Award honoree, Tunde Oyeneyin.
DJ, can you crank it up for me? Crank it up and keep the music playing. Y'all might not know what this one. Take the words and take in the lyrics. It's a celebration, private conversation. The sun doesn't rise until I walk in the room. I'm showing up for me finally. I'm taking care of me finally. I'm loving me finally, 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 finally. Thank you. First and foremost, thank you to Black Enterprise for this very prestigious moment. Thank you to the very handsome gentleman who also escorted me up these steps. Still single in case y'all know anybody. It's great to be here. It's great to be amongst my people that look like me. Rarely do I get opportunities like this within the world that I'm in. For those of you that are Pelotoners, you know who Robin Arzon is. Robin is the head instructor. I remember when I sat down 6 years ago with Robin during my interview process. It was like 18 people, and she was the last interview. She was more intimidating than the CEO, the man who started the company. And she said, you know, all of the roundabout things that you do in an interview. And just before we both got up from the table, I looked at her and I said, Robin, if you give me this opportunity, I will make it my mission. I will make it my work to show others through me that anything is possible. If this could happen for me, an overweight girl from Houston, Texas, descendant of 2 Nigerians who moved to this country to struggle, 2 Africans who moved to this country to struggle so that their children could have better opportunities than them. If this can happen for me, I promise you, I will use all the good in me to show anyone and everyone who is willing to watch that anything is possible. Earlier, I spoke about purpose and power. I said that purpose is the thing that you're here to do. I said that purpose is who you were first before the world and the people around you conditioned you to be who you are now. The thing that innately you know you're here to do. I spoke and I said, power is your connectivity, the level of engagement that you have to your purpose, how often you're able to tap into your purpose. The closer you are to purpose, the stronger your power. I am so incredibly blessed and fortunate that every single day you allow me space
to show up in my full purpose. I don't take for granted, I get DMs and love letters every single day. I beat y'all up on the bike, so I never get it. I'm like, I cuss myself out during the class, so the fact that you cuss me out but say thank you for it is always odd. Oftentimes, within these love-hate letters that I receive, I'll have women who send me pictures of their young Black daughters, watching them take the class. Oftentimes, the mom is lighter in skin tone, and the daughter is darker like me. And the mom will say, thank you for allowing her to see herself through you. I don't take for granted the space that I occupy. I don't take for granted the real estate that I own as a Black woman in a predominantly white male space. I'm so fortunate and lucky to be able to do the work that I do. I thank my family, I thank my team, I thank Adele, who's here with me today. I thank the other ladies that are being honored in this category as well. I use your products, I watch you on TV, I read your stories. Thank you for pushing me to be better. I'll close with this. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I had the opportunity to interview Bozema St. John. You guys know who Boz is? I know she's on the reality TV show now, but aside from that, she's also one of the most powerful CMOs of our time. She's worked for companies like Beats and Apple and Pepsi. When I interviewed her just a couple of years ago, she said, Tunde, as a Black woman, we often blast through glass ceilings. She said, Tunde, be careful because glass leaves scars. What I would say to you, my beautiful Black sisters, aunties, and friends, in your mission to break through the ceiling so that others can follow behind, protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your heart, and harness your power. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I could see victory over the clouds. Take all misery, holding me down.
Congratulations again, Tunde, and thank you, Camille and Manulife. And now, to present our final award of the afternoon is the Chief Diversity and Inclusions Officer, Enterprise Diversity and Inclusion for Travelers. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Lauren Young.
Thank you, Sydney. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to present this final award to a dynamic woman. Jemele Hill is unbothered, isn't just a catchy phrase, it's a manifesto. With raw honesty, an unapologetic voice, and a refusal to conform, she has become a role model for those who value speaking truth to power. She didn't just break barriers in sports journalism, she shattered them. And she doesn't just talk about change, she fights for it. Her willingness to take a stand, even when it's unpopular, has made her a beacon of courage in the media landscape. By creating her own space, Jemele has proven that success isn't about fitting in, it's about standing firm in who you are. She isn't just interesting, she's essential. And in a world that often tries to silence bold voices, she refuses to be muted. Bringing a unique perspective that is as thought-provoking as it is entertaining, Jemele Hill isn't just a journalist, she is a movement. and a true voice for the next generation. By creating her own space, she's proven that you don't need to conform to succeed. You just need to be unapologetically yourself. I am pleased to present the 2025 Black Enterprise Women of Power Luminary Award to Jemele Hill.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that
Right. Shout out to whoever put the video package together. Thanks for using all the cute photos. Except for that one from high school. You could have burned that one, but that's okay. And I want to thank my wonderful husband. That was the fine gentleman escorting me to the stage. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you, which is such a metaphor for how he takes care of me in real life. So I really want to piggyback kind of on something that Tunde said. And by the way, thank you to all the luminaries who also received this award. Tunde, Mielle, Minda, you guys are just so inspirational. I've watched you from afar, and even though we don't know each other very well, I can, just based off your journey and your story, I think all the Black women in this room can share this, is like we can look at you sometimes and know everything you went through without you saying a word. And so I thank you for all the things that you all have gone through that have allowed me, empowered me to be where I am right now. If you would have told me I would receive this kind of award in the company of such phenomenal women, not just the Luminary Award recipients, but also every woman in this room, and to receive this award from Black Enterprise, I would never have believed you. You know, I'm just a girl from Detroit who had no business. Yeah, shout out to the 313, what up, though, to all my Detroiters. What up, though is both a question and a statement, right? If you ever meet somebody from Detroit, if they really from Detroit, they will respond to what up, though. But, you know, I'm just a girl from Detroit who had no business thinking that she could become a sports journalist. It's not like I knew a lot of sports journalists. I didn't even realize that was something I wasn't supposed to dream. I had no idea. But I love sports. I love to write. I was a voracious reader. And I love telling the stories of other people. And even though we're talking about sports, which they used to, when I was coming up as a journalist, refer to as the toy department. But even within that, there's a lot of stories to share, especially from the athletes from our community, Black athletes, because we've seen how their narratives get hijacked. We've seen how they've been portrayed in media, sometimes, a lot of times, unjustly and unfairly. And I wanted to be a part of not just changing that narrative in terms of how we were seen, but also bringing attention to a lot of the powerful Black women athletes throughout history that have paved the road for where we are right now. A lot of people don't know that long before Colin Kaepernick took a knee, there was a Black woman named Rose Robinson who did the same thing at the Pan American Games in the mid-50s, and she was the first Black athlete to actually do this during a sports ceremony. And so I wanted to be able to bring attention to things like that. But as I said, to piggyback off of something that Tunde said, it's funny that you said bosom, but I told you that about breaking barriers, because as I was sitting next to you, I was thinking about something Vice President Kamala Harris told me when I interviewed her for my podcast on Spotify. And she said, you know, the thing about breaking barriers is that there's breaking involved. And what I would say to all of the Black women in this room is, I know people see our titles, they see our successes, you know, they see us looking fabulous, and people from afar are often amazed by the picture that we present. But I know all too well that behind that picture, there's something else happening. Every woman in this room is going through a private struggle that we know nothing about. And as soon as I stepped, when I came down to the ballroom, I could feel the outpouring of love, not just with the people that came up to me and wanted to take a photo and mention how much they love my work, but also just from the energy that was in this room. And I think part of the reason that energy at this conference is what it is because we all know about that private struggle. We know about the scars that we have. We know about the fact that when you speak up and when you stand up for yourself, that comes with a lot of pain that people will never know. It comes with being ostracized. It sometimes comes with the fact that you miss opportunities just because you chose to use your voice. Sometimes it comes with you not receiving the pay or the compensation that you deserve because you had the nerve to actually advocate for yourself. And so I very much understand and relate to that. So I would say to all the women in this room who have had those scars and who are carrying that baggage, that it is okay, that there are better days ahead. And not only that, that you're doing something and going through a pain so that the rest of us coming behind you won't have to do that. You know, I think about the struggles of women in my particular profession, what they went through. You know, Pam Oliver had to go through things for me to be here. And so when I have taken on these challenges, and when I speak up, I think about how much harder it was for the women before me and what would I look like staying silent. They didn't stay silent for me, so I'm not gonna stay silent for the younger journalists that are coming behind me and all the other women. I'm here to cuss them out so you don't have to. I'm gonna say what you thinking, but you can't say it. I'll say it, and I'll take whatever that comes with it because God equipped me to do that. And so I just want to close by, again, thanking my husband, who's wonderful, who supports me, who sees those moments that everybody else doesn't see, and who has truly been not just my peace, but my light, and also my inspiration. Tunde, he works out 6 days a week, and I really want to fight you and him sometimes because of that. He encourages me to be the best version of myself, and I can say that I truly, the version of myself that I am now is in large part because of him and what he pours into me. Even though she's not here as in this room, I also want to thank my mother who went through a lot of struggles, faced a lot of demons, slayed a lot of dragons, so that I could be in the position that I'm in, and naturally, and of course this is not, this is in no reflective of order, but obviously I want to thank God because God saw something in me I didn't see in myself and allowed me to flourish in ways I never thought possible, because as I've been able to take these steps and climb this ladder in my career, I realized my problem was not that I didn't dream big. My problem was that I didn't dream big enough. I thought that if I ever got a chance to make $50,000 a year and work for a daily newspaper, that was it for me. And I was like, oh my God, you thought so little of yourself. There was so much money you could make and so many other positions that you could have dreamed of. So I wouldn't certainly be here without God. And in my memoir, there was a reason why in the acknowledgments portion, that I thanked all my teachers because people pour into you in ways you cannot possibly imagine, especially teachers, the people in your community, that sometimes just by saying a positive word can inspire you to take another step forward. So I certainly want to continue to thank them. And speaking of books, and we heard Michelle say that her book was coming out. Buy those books, because as somebody who has been in that book selling game, selling books is not easy. A lot of the luminaries have books. Go buy them. And if you can, go buy them from black bookstores, and especially a local black bookstore, to continue to support those entities, especially at this time where there's an assault on reading, there's an assault on history, our history in particular. So make sure that you support these women. And I have a children's book coming out next year, so when you see it, buy it as well. But finally, I just want to thank all the women, again, in this room for lifting me up in ways, even though I don't know you, but just seeing what you do on a day-to-day basis, how you operate, how you move, continue to inspire others to do the same. And just thank you all for just making me feel just so loved, because sometimes when you guys come up to me and you ask for a photo or you say a kind word, you have no idea how much sometimes I really need to hear that. So thank you all. I appreciate you.
If this world were mine. Hey, Roman numeral 7 days, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take...
Congratulations, Jemele, and let's all take a moment once again to applaud all of our extraordinary luminaries for their amazing contributions.
Let's also thank our host sponsor, United Health Group, once again. And a special thank you to Morgan Stanley, Manulife, Travelers, our sponsor representatives, for your participation and continued partnership.
And ladies, once again, be sure to join us for our 20th anniversary of the Women of Power Summit right here next year, March 11th through the 15th, 2026. 20 years, y'all, 20 years. Let's take a look.
Keep on running, cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Thank you. I want to take a moment to say some special thank yous to folks. This has been an extraordinary few days, and I hope all of you have enjoyed the 20th, or the 19th, I should say, Women of Power Summit. So give yourselves a round of applause and thank you. And I would be remiss if I didn't say, as I discussed on Thursday, this could not happen without the partnership of our sponsors. And it's a brave time to do that, to be as sponsors as you have been for this event. We have a record attendance of over 1,800 people, which says everything it needs to say to everyone. And that is only possible by having the extraordinary partners that we have and the sponsors. So I say to our sponsors, thank you. I said thank you to BE team. And most importantly, I say thank you to all of you attendees for making this the best event we put on. And please make sure to mark your calendars for next year for the 20th anniversary. We will blow it out even bigger.